What a performance. Can a Brazilian club really do this? Beating Al Hilal, Fluminense just shocked the football world. A 44-year-old warrior dominating world football. Can Thiago Silva make a shocking return to Brazil's national team? Fluminense stuns the Club World Cup. Where European giants failed, a Brazilian club is rising. Will Ancelotti bring back Silva after this unbelievable performance? Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. That's the only way to describe what just happened in the Club World Cup. Where European powerhouses have faltered, one Brazilian club, Fluminense, has shocked the world with a sensational performance. And leading this incredible charge is none other than a 44-year-old legend, Thiago Silva. In the first quarterfinal of the Club World Cup last night, Fluminense faced off against Saudi Arabian side, Al Hilal. From the first whistle, the match was intense, filled with fire and purpose from both teams. But it was Fluminense who struck first. In the 40th minute, a beautifully crafted goal by Martinelli gave the Brazilian side a 1-0 lead going into halftime. However, the battle was far from over. Al Hilal responded quickly after the break. In the 51st minute, they equalized, bringing the game to 1-1. It was a wake-up call, but not a setback for Fluminense. Instead of crumbling, they roared back stronger, more determined. And in the 70th minute, they found the back of the net once again, reclaiming their lead. From that moment on, Fluminense played a different game. A defensive masterclass began, tight marking, tactical discipline, and relentless focus. They didn't push forward recklessly. They defended like a wall until the final whistle. And when that whistle blew, the scoreboard read 2-1. A historic victory. A victory made even more special by the ageless brilliance of Thiago Silva. He wasn't just a player. He was a commander, a leader, a coach on the pitch. His positioning, decision-making, and leadership kept the team grounded under pressure. At 44, he looked as sharp as ever, proving once again why he's one of the greatest defenders Brazil has ever produced. This brings us to the question now echoing through the minds of every Brazilian football fan. Is Thiago Silva making a comeback to the Brazil national team? Since the 2022 Qatar World Cup, Silva has been absent from the Seleção squad. Nearly 3 years have passed, and speculation about his return had faded. That is until now. With Carlo Ancelotti taking over the Brazilian national team and focusing on recent form over reputation, Silva's name is back in the conversation. Ancelotti's approach is clear. He rewards performance. And what Silva has shown on the biggest club stage in the world is more than just form. It's inspiration. However, there's a challenge. Brazil's defensive line is already packed with talent. Éder Militão, Gabriel Magalhães, and Bremer, all strong, young, and physically dominant. It creates fierce competition for any player, let alone someone in his 40s. But while youth brings energy, experience brings stability. That's where Silva still shines brighter than many. And there's another factor, injuries and inconsistency. If any of Brazil's top defenders are sidelined or underperform, the best possible replacement is Thiago Silva. Even now, some defenders like Deller are not meeting expectations, leaving the door wide open for someone like Silva to step in with confidence. What strengthens this possibility even further is Silva's own commitment. In a recent interview, he made it clear he hasn't retired and he's ready to fight for Brazil anytime. He said he's only waiting for the call. That call, now, feels closer than ever. Think about it. Fluminense have reached the Club World Cup semifinals, defeating one of the strongest Asian teams in Al Hilal, a team that recently gave Manchester City and Real Madrid real trouble. And who was the driving force in Fluminense's victory? Thiago Silva. It's not just a story of a match. It's a story of redemption, of a veteran showing the world that football isn't just about age. It's about heart, discipline, and passion. At 44, he's still leading, still defending, still dreaming. So now the big question looms. Will Carlo Ancelotti give him that one last ride? Will we see Silva wear the Brazil jersey one more time, possibly at the 2026 World Cup? Because one thing's for sure, if there's anyone who deserves it based on current form, passion, and leadership, it's Thiago Silva. The Fluminense win wasn't just a victory for a club. It might just be the spark that brings back one of Brazil's greatest defenders to the world stage.